Okay, so now we've done that, let's go down the ladder. And we'll go down into the main lobby. And essentially do the same things we actually did on the A scenario. We're going to get our hands on the grenade launcher. It's just sitting there like right on the desk. So like, why wouldn't you take it? Grab hold of that, go over to the computer monitor, and then use the blue card key and it will unlock, I think, a door upstairs and those hall side doors. So yeah, there's a lot of things that particularly I didn't know and that some people don't know about the B scenario, the library being one of them. It's something I discovered a few years ago. I just thought, well, what would happen if I leave the library till last? And it made things so much easier. I saved so much ammo because the zombies just didn't appear. And then once you do the library last, all the zombies pour in, but you've already been to those areas, so you've saved shed loads of ammo. Right, we now have the spade key, and this is used to get the lighter. So remember how each player, I say each player, Claire and Leon both have sub-items. Claire's got the lockpick and Leon's got the lighter. Well, Claire needs the lighter. She has to get it from a room using the spade key. And if Leon, I think on his B scenario, I think he uses small keys because he doesn't have the lockpick. So it's a bit like, you know, it's very cleverly worked out what players can take with them and what they will need, and obviously strengths and weaknesses. Right, and in this room, I think the reception room, you can see the zombies here where they weren't before. So let's just get rid of them and make things a little bit easier for us. And there we go. Any more for any more? No, that's good. No liquor's gone past the window, so I think we're safe. And run this way. Alright, check this guy. It's exactly the same process as on the A scenario, and we can get more handgun bullets. Now there's a door just here, so use the spade key. And there we go. And once again, just push the steel steps towards the shelf, and then we can use it, climb on it, and we can get the lighter, which is just nicely hidden up here. Now the lighter is used primarily to get the first red jewel. As I said, there are 2 red jewels, and if you remember that room where that liquor pounced for the ceiling, that's where we use them, and that should give us half of a stone that Claire needs. Basically, Leon collects plugs in his adventure. To get to the sewers, Claire collects stones. She needs to put the stones in a different place than Leon puts the plugs in, and it gives her a slightly different route towards the sewers. So it's not as taxing as you might think. I think one of the things that I felt and still feel about this game is it can be very overwhelming, particularly in the beginning. There's so much stuff to remember, there's so many things to pick up, so many puzzles to solve. The only way really is to just knuckle down and try your best to get on with it, and that's easier said than done. I did this yesterday. I basically just thought, right, I'm just going to blitz my way through it, and it was touch and go, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my best runs, to be honest, and that includes playing this as a kid. Right, there's no handgun bullets here. I guess I must have picked them up when I was Leon. Go over here, use the lighter, and this will burn a hole, allowing us to get the red jewel. Once again, the red jewel's pretty much in the same place. As I said, some puzzle pieces are changed, some are just exactly the same. The red jewels do not change. Now, we need to get out of this room, but I'm a little bit concerned because there's a couple of zombies outside, so I'm going to just use an acid round on one of them just to get them out of the way so I can progress further forward. So let's do that. And there you go. Right, and with that, oh, get my handgun out. You never know what you're going to encounter. Just be prepared for anything is kind of my advice. Right, so now we've done that. Right, it's all clear here at the moment. So pop over here, and there's 2 more green herbs we can pick up. So we're doing pretty well so far. We've got more than enough herbs. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing throughout the adventure, just collecting herbs as much as I can, and also conserving certain types of ammo. Now, one thing that you want to do on a B scenario is you want to pick up the side pack in the armory. Now, the game does penalise you for using special weapons such as the submachine gun, and I think there's like an electric cattle prod or something later on in the game, or taser. It will punish you by downgrading you to a B. However, it won't punish you for using the side pack. So the side pack will give you two extra extra inventory spaces. I can't get the words out today. So that's a real kind of godsend and will help you, because managing your inventory is difficult enough, but having a couple of extra spaces will really help you out. Okay, so going up the stairs now, we're going to solve the second puzzle. That puzzle is another red jewel puzzle, and it's exactly the same as on the A scenario. We just have to push the statues into opposite positions. My one gripe with Resident Evil 2 is I hate anything like this where you've got to push items, because I can barely tell what I'm doing half the time. It's only by pure luck that I'm able to do this. Mind you, this isn't a difficult puzzle. It's just like I find the grey statue, pushing it and trying to see its perspective and where to put it can be quite difficult. I haven't got the world's best eyesight, but staring at it, it's just like I kind of think it's in position, but it never is. So I think I need a lot of practice on this, just trying to get it first time. I've seen speedrunners do it no problem, so maybe it's something I just need to work on. So we're going to push this statue once again further forward. You can see it has to line up with the brown tile. So look at that, it kind of looks like it belongs there, but oh, I keep missing it. I keep missing the statue. Right, let's try pushing it into place. But no, I'm not there, clearly. The game says I need to push it a little bit more upwards. But trying to get there is difficult, because this is tank controls. Alright, so I'll put it on. And there we go. So the statue drops the red jewel, and that's ours now. And we can use that when we go back into the room. Now, once again, I'm not going to go forward. Once I've been to the S.T.A.R.S office, I'm going to double back and use the emergency ladder. Again, because if you go forward and you go into the library, then it's basically, it's like almost signing your death warrant, really, because, again, the zombies pour in. And this becomes even more challenging. I have done it before. With all the zombies, it's not impossible, it's just really inconvenient. And maybe I'll do a run one day where I'll let the zombies in.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Right, okay, so having seen Leon, we need to check Chris Redfield's desk, because there's a diamond key there, and that will help us with the next part of the adventure. Is there anything down here? No, there's nothing down there. Basically, that helicopter that crashed into the station, we need to clear the wreckage so we can get through to the next part of the game. Alright, that's a fax come through. I think it's from Kendo's gun shop or something. It's just, I don't know, I suppose for Resident Evil 2 purists it's great to pick it up, but I kind of don't bother with the files in this game. I mean, particularly when I'm on the clock. Oh god.
Help me!
Okay, so it's at this point I'm just going to turn around. Trust me, there is nothing good can actually come from going that way. So let's go this way. We'll double back, and we need to pop into the room just down below, because we need to pick up some C4 and a detonator to blow away the wreckage, and as I said, gain access to Chief Owen's office, and also the main hub where Claire has to insert the stones. So that's a priority basically, otherwise she just won't be able to progress. Unfortunately, Claire can't go the same way that Leon went, through the sewers anyway. She will visit some of the same places, but you know, Claire's kind of got her own route that you have to abide by. Right, so use the key in this lock, and once you've done that, check it out. It's all quiet here. No zombies here. There's bowgun bolts there if you did pick up the bowgun, but honestly, I think the bowgun's in the S.T.A.R.S office, but pick it up if you want it. But as I said, I've never felt the need for it. It's just like an extra item that you have to kind of worry about. As I said, you can get by with just your handgun and grenade launcher. So yeah, we need to find a detonator now. Unfortunately, my inventory's full, so I'm just going to quickly pop to a save room, store some items, and then we'll get the detonator. It isn't too far away. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do here, and obviously we have to worry about that no good Mr. X as well, who's running around the station and will surprise Claire at various points, but you soon get used to it, I'll be honest. As a kid, it used to scare me shitless, I'll be honest with you, pardon my language, but he really did. I used to be so kind of terrified. I used to be like shaken up after doing the A and B scenarios, and I still get that kind of dreaded sense of fear playing through the A and B scenarios simultaneous, but it's the sign of a really good game. For a game to still do that to me, even at a small level after so many years, means it's a classic. As I said, my voice does go a bit funny, I do apologise. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I just won't let it rest. I'm on a Resident Evil 2 mission. I'm just loving making these videos. Oh god, there's zombies in this room. And it's like, it's kind of all I really want to do now. I will be doing sort of more Tomb Raider 2 at some point. And also, I downloaded, and I really like, what's a game called Life is Strange, so I'm going to check that out and maybe do that as a Let's Play. I'm trying to get into the modern era of games, try and find something that would really suit me. And Life is Strange is pretty good because it's a puzzle game, and you can kind of rewind time and stuff and like try new things, so it's quite innovative really. Even though it's, I wouldn't say it's a really old game, but it's not a new game. I would say it's about 2 or 3 years old. Right, I've just been had by the coppers there, so let's just take them down with a bit of girl power. Okay, so the detonator's there. What we can do is to save on spaces, we can combine them both. That basically tells you they've got to be together. Oh god, look at that man, what a bastard. Playing possum, and he still got me. Right, turn around, go down here. Any more zombies? I think there's like one more, yeah. Look at this room, what a mess. Let's pop down here, and you want to check out this locker here because there's some handgun bullets. So we got that. There's no point shooting this zombie because we're not going to come back to this room. So save your bullets, unlock the door, and we're back in the main lobby again. So we are now going to use the emergency ladder to get up and hopefully input those red jewels and inspect the wreckage as well and blow up the chopper so we can progress further. The more you practice this, the more it will become kind of, you know, in your kind of muscle memory. I mean, I've not done the B scenario in like 3 years, well, properly anyway. I did a Claire B fun run with the rocket launcher and got a B, but I'll be honest with you, I still kind of remembered what to do. Even though I messed up a few times, I was still able to do it. It just goes to show that it does kind of stick with you after all those years. So it's one of those games you can just click back into. It seems impossible. Like, I thought, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to do this, it's been too long, but you just do. I mean, it's like one of those things. It's like riding a bike, it all comes back to you in the end. And that's the way I kind of feel about the B scenarios anyway. Right, let's pop through the door. So let's use those red jewels. Now, it's a bit risky because obviously that liquor's in the room. So we need to get rid of him before we do anything else. We don't want him impeding our progress. So if I can just take him out without him hitting me, that would be nice. And there he is, Mr. Johnny Come Lately. Oh, we got him. Alright, just input the jewels. They can go in any order. And the breastplate opens, and this gives us half the Jaguar stone. There are 3 stones that Claire needs to pick up. So you know how Leon picked up 4 plugs? Well, you're probably thinking, oh, it's easy, Claire's only got 3. Well, the last stone, or the blue stone, is split into 2. So essentially, even though it's 3 pieces, 3 complete stones, it's 4 pieces she has to pick up and combine the 2 stones to make 3. It's very clever how it kind of works. But anyway, you want to face the door and use the detonator on the door and check out what happens. We get a nice explosion, and this will clear the wreckage, allowing us to get through the corridor. And we're going to meet a very important character. So let's go through this door. Right, and just move forward and approach the desk.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Okay, I've just got one thing to say. He's not the chief of police, he's a very naughty boy. Anyway, with the chief not wanting to talk to you anymore, go into this door here, into this little kind of corridor. Nice stuffed tiger there. I guess he really does like taxidermy. And go this way into this door. Okay, what happens now? Oh. Okay, there's some footsteps being heard. I wonder who that could be. Right, go this way and turn on the light. And then turn and move forward.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Yeah, don't worry about Sherry. She's got kind of Ada syndrome. She runs off every now and again. But we will meet up with her later